Previously on Keeping Up with the Kenyan Politics.
In Kenya, the dream of teaching is being hijacked by politicians. At public rallies and even funerals, members of parliament and local leaders are distributing teacher employment letters, a role reserved solely for the Teachers Service Commission (TSC). It is illegal, it is devastating, and it is threatening the heart of Kenya's education system. Sparked by a fiery ex-post from a senior advisor, Kuria, this is the story of a nation betrayed and the fight to save its future. On April 21st, 2025, Kuria, a senior Kenyan politician, unleashed a bombshell on X. He called out his peers for turning teacher hiring into a public caucus, handing out TSC employment forms like campaign swag at rallies and funerals. Kuria, shaped by great teachers, did not mince words. This is a glittering recipe for national ruin. His outrage begs the question, what is happening to Kenya's education?
Walimu wapelekwe katika shule zote across the country without biasness, without any political leanings, kwa sababu unapoleta siasa katika elimu ya wanafunzi basi unaharibu mtazamia ama future ya wanafunzi hawa.
The Teachers Service Commission (TSC) is Kenya's constitutional authority for hiring and managing teachers. It is meant to be independent, ensuring merit-based recruitment, but politicians have crushed the party. Across Kenya, members of parliament, senators, and governors are distributing TSC appointment letters, often to loyalists or family members. Ex-users like @Conrad Kulo have flagged incidents of leaders handing out forms at public events, while @Justice Lucilla Six accused members of parliament of hoarding government jobs. This is not just unethical, it is a direct violation of the law. Here is the legal reality. Article 237 of the Kenya's Constitution grants the Teachers Service Commission (TSC) the sole authority over teacher hiring. Politicians meddling in this process are breaking the law, plain and simple. Worse, they are sabotaging fairness. Qualified teachers are overlooked while politically connected individuals snag jobs.
Yes, you can assist through Teacher Service Commission, but you must be fair and human. The idea of picking on a teacher who completed college in 2023 and leaving out one who completed teacher training college in 2010 leaves more questions than answers. And as a union, we must state categorically that even in employment, you should be very fair and above all, be human. We have teachers who are over 50 years old, not yet employed. They have stayed outside there.
Education bodies like the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers (KUPPET) have condemned this trend, warning that it undermines teacher quality and school stability.
Employment of teachers. What has been happening is a shock. I know that to some extent, TSC would actually come forward to the leadership of this country, because we also have executive powers. We cannot object the executive powers of the president of this country to employ teachers. We want to thank him. He can do it. But the manner in which these forms are distributed by some politicians leaves a lot to be desired.
When hiring becomes a political stunt, everyone loses, especially students. Thousands of trained educators remain jobless, some waiting over a decade for TSC postings. Imagine pouring your heart into a teaching degree only to see a politician's ally handed your job at a funeral. For students, the consequences are dire. Underqualified or politically appointed teachers weaken education, especially in rural schools already short on staff. Kenyans are livid and X is their battleground. Moses Kuria's post ignited a firestorm, with users like slamming the politicization of teaching jobs. The public's message is clear. Education is not a political toy. Kuppet and other education groups have echoed these, urging leaders to respect the TSC's mandate.
Teachers Service Commission is an independent commission by law, and is a commission that has mandate. One of the mandates of Teachers Service Commission is to recruit teachers to the teaching service. I don't want to talk about the rest, but because this is what you brought up as a question. It is at an alarming rate. The Teacher Service Commission, to some level, has abdicated its role and co-function of employment of teachers. Never in the history of Teacher Service Commission that we saw what is happening now. TSC should be ready to work and operate within its mandate.
This scandal thrives in a corruption system. Kenya's education sector has long battled mismanaged funds, ghost teachers, and shady contracts. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC flagged TSC hiring irregularities in 2024, creating a perfect storm for political exploitation. Politicians are capitalizing on these chaos to buy votes and loyalty. Moses Kuria's glittering jab cuts deep, each symptom of a rotting system. The TSC is not sitting idly by. It has promised investigations into illegal hiring and stricter oversight. Kuppet and other groups are pushing for reforms like digitizing recruitment to eliminate political middlemen, but the challenge is steep. Politicians wield immense influence. Moses Kuria's public shaming might add pressure, but only if citizens keep the heat on. The question remains, can Kenya restore integrity to its education system, or will this scandal keep eroding the nation's foundation? Teachers build Kenya's past and will shape its future, but only if we protect them. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Reader Kering Chubet.